If you're in the process of quitting vaping, there's one major mistake that you're going to want to avoid when you first set out to quit. And I say this as someone who deeply struggled with nicotine addiction for several years of my life and who has now helped thousands of other people quit through our addiction mindset recovery coaching programs and channels. If you wind up enjoying today's video, be sure to check out the pinned comment to learn more about our free PDFs and handouts, our paid one-on-one coaching programs, and our Kick It Crave Less chewing gum, a nicotine-free chewing gum that contains KSM 66 ashwagandha and N-acetylcysteine designed to help people quit nicotine, quit vaping, quit smoking, whatever that is. The major mistake that you're going to want to avoid when you quit vaping is quitting from a place of deprivation. You're going to want to try and focus on quitting from a place of motivation. And what I mean by that is you want to motivate yourself. You want to become motivated. You want to become excited about quitting. Now, this is inherently kind of challenging to do because whenever you abuse a substance, including nicotine, eventually your brain enters a state of dopamine deficit. And that dopamine is the very thing that you need to feel motivated to take action on something and repeat a behavior over and over again until that behavior becomes a habit and then it just becomes a lifestyle. When you've been vaping for years nonstop, there's a chance that you're already in a state of dopamine deficit. And when you quit, you're going to lose even more of that kind of short burst of dopamine that you were maybe getting from the nicotine, and you're going to feel even less motivated. So what do you do about all this? Well, I remember when I was first quitting, I was quitting from a place of deprivation. I was thinking about, oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to give up vaping. What am I going to do at night after work? What am I going to do in my car? What if I go out with my friends and I want to socialize and, they're vaping and now I'm not vaping? I was thinking of all the different scenarios in which I was going to miss consuming nicotine. And this created a mindset of deprivation. This created a mindset of the idea that I was giving something up, that I was making a sacrifice. Because in my head, I was focused on all these various perceived benefits of nicotine consumption versus the reality of what my addiction actually was, which was nothing positive. So how do you shift from a mindset of I'm giving something up, I'm depriving myself of something, which is almost always going to lead to relapse, to I'm excited to quit, I'm motivated to quit, and I'm ready to do this? Well, this shift in mindset starts with setting what I would consider a series of small goals for yourself within your quit. Things that you can get excited about. So if you've been vaping a lot and you're having trouble breathing, maybe that's been impacting your workouts or your physical fitness or your performance. And maybe something worth getting excited about is the fact that you might be breathing better. And once you start breathing better, you can go to the gym more often. And once you get in the gym more often, you can start to change your physique. And as you change your physique and you get in better shape, you might get more confidence. And once you get more confidence, you might be able to, talk to that girl or go on that date that you were nervous about going on. Or maybe that confidence is going to brush off in your work environment, in your career space, when you're negotiating business terms or something like that. So I know I just really played off of breathing better into a bunch of different things, but this is quite literally how you can start to psych yourself up about quitting vaping. You want to think about all the various things that this addiction has robbed you of. Mental health, physical health, maybe it's damaged some relationships, right? Maybe you vape and your wife doesn't know it, or she does know it and she hates it, and it leads to arguments, right? It's damaged relationships. These are things that you can start to get excited about reclaiming back. Maybe it's financial. Maybe you've been spending a lot of money on nicotine products, whether it's vapes, Zyn, nicotine pouches, chewing tobacco, cigarettes, it doesn't matter. Maybe something you could actually get excited about is having that extra money week after week, and you could start to get excited about what it is you're going to do with that money. Now, you could take that money and you could reward yourself with something after you quit, but I think a far better option would be taking that money and investing it into something that could either make you more money or something that you're passionate about, something that you're excited about, right? when I quit various substances, nicotine, THC, energy drinks, and adult media content, I took my extra money and I invested it into social media programs. I invested it to become a certified addiction recovery coach. I invested it into cameras and microphones and things like that so I could start my YouTube channel. And this investment eventually became a career, and it became an obsession of mine, right? Helping people quit. And that was something that I could truly get excited about. I've quit vaping, I have extra money, I'm starting to feel better physically, so now I have more energy to go work and pursue my side hustle and pursue my career and pursue my hobbies and do things that, you know, even as basic as going for a jog or getting, you know, instead of a 20-minute workout in, a 45-minute workout in without, you know, feeling short of breath or feeling, for me it was more fatigue, just feeling completely fatigued and lethargic. Right? I was able to get excited about reclaiming these things that addiction took away from me. I was able to get very excited about reclaiming my time, reclaiming my mind. Right? When you're addicted to vaping, I know for myself, every few minutes was just, when can I hit my vape again? When's this family dinner going to be over? When's this date going to be over so I can go hit my vape? When am I going to be done at work so I can just go hit my vape? And I understand, yes, you vape at work, you go into the bathroom, whatever, you just do it so people don't see. But I think you understand what I'm saying. I was excited to not have to deal with that anymore. I was excited to close that chapter of my life that was nicotine addiction and move on to the next thing in life that I could obsess over. And for me, that became building various businesses, building a relationship, building a marriage, having kids, things like that. That's just where I was at in my life when I decided to quit. And this completely creates a shift in mindset from deprivation, the focus on what you're giving up, because you're really not actually giving anything up. If you actually enjoy doing this thing, you wouldn't want to constantly stop doing it, right? But with addiction, we fall under this illusion or delusion that we're enjoying it in somehow, shape or form, right? Otherwise, you just wouldn't do it, right? So I think shifting from a place of deprivation to a mindset of motivation, setting various goals, both small and large for yourself in your quit vaping, stop vaping process, you actually create an opportunity to get excited about quitting. Because if we were just focused on quitting itself, quitting in and of itself isn't all that exciting, right? It's like, okay, I'm going to quit. I'm probably going to get a headache. I'm probably going to sweat a lot. I'm going to experience nicotine withdrawal symptoms. I'm going to have cravings. I'm going to wonder, when can I vape again? Blah, blah, blah. None of that's exciting. And then if you're just quitting, flat out just quitting, and you don't have any other intention set, it's like, well, okay, now I'm just living the same life I was, just absent of nicotine. That for me wasn't particularly exciting. But once I started to identify the different opportunities that vaping was hindering in my physical health, financial health, relationships, and once I realized that I could build upon those opportunities after I stopped, I actually got excited about quitting. And believe it or not, this will make going through those nicotine withdrawal symptoms a lot easier. This will make those moments of peer pressure around friends or family who smoke or vape or whatever it is, it will make those moments a lot easier to say no, because those friends and family members that are continuing to vape or smoke or do whatever it is they want to do is fine. But you're going to be able to sit there and say, you know what? They don't got the same goals as I do right now. They don't have the same objectives that they're after as I do right now. And it just makes it easier to kind of separate yourself from some of that, I'll call it peer pressure, that environment, whatever you want to refer to it as. So if you're in the process of starting to quit vaping, the first thing you're going to want to do right off the bat is set some goals for yourself. Why are you quitting? What aspects of your life are you trying to improve upon that have been directly negatively impacted by vaping? And how can you begin pursuing those goals? And what things is quitting going, what tools, what health benefits, mentally, physically, what is quitting vaping going to give you in order to better pursue those goals? And that's what you can get excited about. And now you're not quitting from a place of deprivation and loss. you're quitting from a place of motivation and gain. And I think that's something worth celebrating and worth being happy about. No more of this doom and gloom. Oh, I'm going to quit smoking, it's going to be terrible. I'm going to quit vaping, it's going to be terrible. No more of that. That's not how you want to approach quitting. Now, if you enjoyed today's video and you need some help with this, be sure to check out the pinned comment to learn more about our Kick It, Crave Less chewing gum. If you are struggling with the headache and the sweating, and a lot of this comes from cortisol dysregulation and blood sugar dysregulation when you quit nicotine, we made a supplement, Kick It, Crave Less chewing gum, which is designed with KSM 66 ashwagandha and N-acetylcysteine. It's designed to help reduce cravings. It's designed to help mitigate some of those pesky cortisol fluctuations and blood sugar fluctuations. So your withdrawal experience should be a little more pleasant, if you will. It's not a miracle chewing gum, but it definitely helps. Check that out. We have free PDFs and guides on how to quit vaping. We have our 7-step guide and our complete ebook. And then for those who really need some help, we have our one-on-one coaching programs. It comes with a money-back guarantee. If you don't want to do any of that, just follow me into the next video on my complete guide to surviving nicotine withdrawal symptoms. I'll see you in one of those spots. Until next time.